It was a bright, sunny day in New York City, and Peter Parker, also known as Spider-Man, was enjoying a rare day off. He had no school, no homework, and, for once, no villains to chase after. Peter decided to take a walk through Central Park, where kids were playing, families were having picnics, and everything seemed peaceful. But as Peter strolled through the park, he overheard a group of kids talking excitedly. They were upset. "All of our toys are missing," one of them cried. "My soccer ball, my action figures, even my bike," said another. Peter's spidey sense started tingling. Something wasn't right. Missing toys? That didn't seem like a typical case for Spider-Man, but he had a feeling there was more to this than just lost toys. Later that evening, Peter put on his Spider-Man suit and decided to investigate. He swung from building to building, keeping an eye on the streets below. It wasn't long before he spotted something strange. In a quiet alley, Spider-Man saw a figure sneaking around, carrying a huge sack filled with toys. Spider-Man landed silently on a nearby rooftop and watched the figure closely. The person was wearing a dark cloak and was sneaking toward an old abandoned warehouse. "I've got you now," Spider-Man whispered to himself. With a swift swing of his web, Spider-Man swooped down, landing right in front of the mysterious figure. "Going somewhere with all those toys?" he asked, his voice calm but firm. The figure gasped and stumbled backward, dropping the sack. "Spider-Man. I didn't mean any harm," the figure said, pulling back the hood to reveal a kid? Spider-Man was surprised. The toy thief wasn't a villain at all, but a boy about the same age as the kids who lost their toys. "Who are you, and why are you taking these toys?" Spider-Man asked, his voice softening. The boy looked down at the ground, embarrassed. "My name's Tommy. I wasn't trying to steal them. I was just collecting them." "Collecting them? Why?" Spider-Man asked, puzzled. Tommy sighed. "You see, I live in the neighborhood, but I don't have many toys. When I saw the other kids with so many, I felt left out. So, I started picking up toys that they left behind in the park. I thought no one would miss them, but I didn't realize how wrong it was until now." Spider-Man crouched down so he was eye level with Tommy. "I understand that it can be tough to feel left out, but taking things that don't belong to you isn't the answer. Everyone makes mistakes, but the important thing is to make it right." Tommy nodded, his eyes filled with regret. "You're right, Spider-Man. I'll return all the toys. I didn't mean to hurt anyone." Spider-Man smiled behind his mask. "That's a good start. But what about organizing a toy swap in the park, so everyone can share and trade toys they've outgrown? That way, you can have some new toys too, and everyone wins." Tommy's face lit up. "That's a great idea." The next day, with Spider-Man's help, Tommy returned all the missing toys to their rightful owners. The kids were thrilled to get their things back, and no one was upset with Tommy after he explained what happened. Spider-Man then helped set up a big toy swap day in the park, where kids from all over the neighborhood could bring their toys to trade with one another. Tommy brought a few toys he had at home, and by the end of the day, he had new toys to play with and lots of new friends. As the sun set on a happy day in the park, Spider-Man stood on a nearby rooftop, watching the kids laugh and play.